In the midday, I was laughing and smiling while with my sister. We were listening to music, watching videos, and talking about places in the world we wanted to visit. By late evening, I was walking through my family's house to watch my sister play games. Suddenly, I felt nauseous and put myself on the ground. My chest was in extreme pain, running down to the tips of my fingers, on my left hand and cramping in my stomach. Next, I knew I was on my hands and knees, no sound, and the sight of my digested meal on the floor before me. I kept trying to call out, 2 years, 2 years, and fell on my side. Everything instantly turned dark, vanishing, and I did not know if I was awake or fainted. The year was 2005 when this all started. I was 8 years old and in 4th grade. One Monday morning, I fell down and hit my head on a chair, fainting. I wake up in the hospital seeing doctors and my worried parents' faces. The doctors told me I was dehydrated and would feel much better after drinking a few cups of water. A year went by and these strange attacks kept coming even though I was hydrated. I started to go see a psychiatrist for my situations and hoped talking about it would make more sense of why they were happening. My mother and the psychiatrist were talking about tests that would have to be taken so we could find the cause. 2 more doctors joined in to help out. I was sent to a hospital in San Francisco for the week, doing numerous amounts of tests. The doctors could not find anything and released me. About 3 months later, I was sent to a different hospital in San Francisco for another week. And another numerous amount of tests, the doctors found out that the cause of the attacks and what to do about it. I was told I had an illness called Vasovagal Syncope. The doctors also said there was no surgery or known cure to make the attacks stop completely. I was given a medication and was told this was the best we can fix you. We are sorry. Here is some information on the illness vasovagal syncope. Vasovagal syncope is an illness caused by acid reflux. The acid from the stomach comes up to your throat and burns the vasovagal nerve. The vasovagal nerve connects between the brain, heart, and stomach. The nerve goes down from the brain, wraps and connects with the heart, and ends at the stomach. It is able to be seen in front of the esophagus. For a couple of years after being given the medication, the attacks were not coming as fast and had more warnings. However, I started to get the starting process of my attacks around an activity I enjoyed to do, running around and having fun in my PE classes during school. I was first restricted on what I was allowed to eat and how much. Now I was having to be restricted of my childhood freedom to be energetic and run freely. My parents soon saw that what I did and started to help me find something to replace my love for running. My mother started to give me pencils and paper. I sat down on our couch and started to make shapes on the paper. Soon the years passed, and I never went beyond that pile of paper and pencils. The piles of papers turned into sketch pads, and the pencils became professional artist sketching packs of pencils. I had found my replacement for my love of running, and my health was not threatened by it. I started to explore different styles of art by the books and games we owned. My favorite art style was the game designs video games were made out of. That was my goal, to be able to sketch on paper what looked like what was in a video game. After another few years, I was able to draw like that, and I was proud of myself. In the year 2013, I felt there were some emotions missing from my art pieces. I was looking at other people's artwork and trying it out myself. Now I have a longing for characters to call my own. A few ideas came to mind as I started to draw even more. Some of my newer pieces took more than one day to complete, compared to the first drawings taking only a couple hours. After a few days of drawing, I found my first character. She was an albino wolf with 2 different colored eyes. As I drew her, I had feelings of loneliness and emptiness. This character was me, but how I was during high school and some parts of college. By the year 2016, I had made more characters based on my feelings. Kare, love and completeness. Kare, love and completeness. Kare, luck. Sikakara, fikakara, sight. Fikakara, daikakara, temper. Daikakara, kieta, past. Kieta, clarsa, faith. Clarsa, kimara, leadership. Kimara, degalfor, follower. Degalfor, meteor, truth. Meteor, Draco, truth. Fear, Draco, Zashi, fear. Corruption, Zashi, fear. Zami, corruption. Wisdom, Zami, Gual, wisdom. Courage, Gual, wisdom. Courage. Alexander, power. Alexander, Alchemary, power. Friendship, Alchemary, Anary, friendship. Safety, Anary, Keha, safety. Sound, Keha, Dimna, sound. Happiness, Dimna. Fronova, happiness. Naive, Fronova. Rage, naive. Anger, rage. Zlarkagra, confidence. Zlarkagra. After making all these characters, I was wanting to find a way to get them known. I looked around my home and thought of what I could do. My sight stopped on our 2 bookshelves full of video games. I smiled and decided what I was going to do. To this current day, I am taking college classes to reach that goal. During this big step in the year 2014, I had only a couple health attacks. 2 years later, in 2016, I have a health attack acting like a heart attack. I was resting for 36 hours and thought only of one thing: the designs and story for my dream video game. Now, as I am fighting my health again, I am taking more steps to becoming a game designer. After a few years, I may become one. Until then, I need to stay strong and keep drawing.